The ultimate showdown of the tip sport game changer €1 million pyramid is here. Kerim ENGIZEK and Krzysztof JOTKO will face off in the iconic finale.
Everyone wants that scalp. Everyone wants to say, I beat the champ.
ENGIZEK, undefeated for an unbelievable 11 years and middleweight champion, passed through an extremely heavy semi-final fight against his toughest opponent yet, the Czech, Dominik Humberger.
Kerim ENGIZEK!
Now he must gather all his power to defend his field against the Polish invader, Krzysztof JOTKO. He became a true master of unpredictability.
That energy, guiding him and pushing him, was, I think, the difference in that fight.
This is gonna be it! Dynamic striking and his granite chin have seen him through countless wars.
Krzysztof JOTKO!
And JOTKO is confident enough to remind ENGIZEK how it feels to fall down again. Witness the epic clash of these two masters in the most exciting division in the sport. This is the true European MMA Champions League, who will claim the ultimate prize of €300,000 and will forever have his name engraved in history.
100%. I'm gonna win this tournament.
Make your fucking weight, make your weight.
Tip Sport Game Changer Finale.
Wird sehen, ich werde sein härtester Puncher sein, gegen den der gekämpft hat.
You never fight on the highest level.
Octagon 82, January 17th, PSD Bank Dome, Düsseldorf. Watch live on octagon.tv.
The Tip Sport Game Changer 2025. The biggest and toughest tournament in European MMA. 1 year, 4 rounds, 16 of the best middleweights fighting for the biggest money prize in Europe. Only 2 remain now. The road ends here in one last battle. Kerim ENGIZEK stands on the edge of his greatest achievement.
Oh, nice knee.
He pushed himself beyond every limit to get here.
Ich gehöre zu den Besten auf der Welt. Und das habe ich jetzt von Kampf zu Kampf gezeigt.
Now he has the chance to become a legend.
He's a Turkish-German star who never fight outside his backyard. His dream to be JOTKO.
Across from him stands Krzysztof JOTKO, a former world top 20 middleweight. He clawed his way back after losing everything he built. Now he wants back to the top.
Hat gegen die Stärksten der Welt gekämpft, aber ich sage immer wieder, hat nicht gegen mich gekämpft.
One man walks out as Game Changer champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first semi-final of Tip Sport Game Changer Pyramid for €1 million.
I stepped to the cage and I talked to myself to be calm and be smart and don't get too wild to hurt myself.
Oh!
He hit me only once in the first round.
That's a nice left hand.
I can say I control the fight, I control everything.
The first finalist of Tip Sport Game Changer coming from the red corner, Krzysztof JOTKO!
Spodziewam ukázal, že čím větší zápas, tím víc atraktivní on je.
This is our main event. 1 fight to go.
Ja, so fing das dann vorher in der Kabine an. Ich bin alles durchgegangen, ich weiß, was ich kann. Und habe mich auf jeden Fall auf den Kampf gefreut, weil ich wusste, Homburger, wie gesagt, ist einer der stärksten im Turnier. Der Junge ist eine Maschine, er ist sehr, sehr stark.
The performances he's delivering, he's not a normal human being.
It was one of the most special fights and moments in all of sport.
Ja, die erste Runde ist nicht so gelaufen, wie ich wollte. Der erste Jab hat schon die Nase gebrochen.
Let's go, Hamburger.
That nose is busted. No way!
Da habe ich mir im Kampf gedacht, oh fuck. Ich muss ein bisschen aufpassen. Ich habe irgendwie einmal falsch geschlagen. Meine Hand ist gebrochen. Alles war scheiße so. Ich hatte halt nur Angst, Panik, dass mir der Knochen rausbricht. Nase ist am Arsch, Blut ist in deinen Augen, du gehst fast K.O. So, mein Körper konnte schon nicht mehr.
For sure, ENGIZEK have to do something if you want to win now.
Dann zweite Runde habe ich gesagt, okay, alles ausblenden aus meinem Kopf. Es gibt zwei Optionen. Du verlierst oder du kämpfst.
ENGIZEK still pushing.
Finalist of this Sport Game Changer 2025, Kerim ENGIZEK!
These are the moments which are separating the really good fighters from champions. It's the area which is only for few, for the best ones and most dedicated.
Ich wollte immer schon so einen Kampf haben. Ich habe immer gesagt, ich will einen geilen Kampf mit Blut. Aber es reicht, einmal ist genug, ja.
I see a lot of weakness and a lot of mistakes, and after this fight, I just know how to beat the Kerim ENGIZEK.
Krzysztof JOTKO is undoubtedly one of the best middleweights on the planet. He's proved it through his UFC career. He's proved it throughout his octagon stanza that he's been in right now.
We saw him fight 3 times. Every time it was dominance, and the bad one. Sometimes you even feel bad for his opponents.
The Team Sport Game Changer tournament was for me motivation, you know?
Třetí ročník Team Sport Game Changeru je ten nejvyrovnanější, nejpřekvapivější a nejzábavnější ročník.
The big guys, the big guns, the fighters that can deliver knockout blows at any moment.
You know you have 4 fights in a year. I know already I'm gonna win this tournament, so this was perfect for me. I have chance, I can get money. Of course, I'm gonna invest some money, and I buy the yellow Corvette like a Pikachu.
Samozřejmě všichni chtějí porazit Jotka. Je to jeden z nejméně oblíbených bojovníků, jak stylem, tak chováním. We all had a big expectations from Jon. Krzysztof was so dominant. He was like a glue stick to Jon Surdu.
When I see my opponent before fight starts, I just talk to myself. And I say, okay, bro, I'm gonna f you up right now. And I talk dirty to myself.
Oh, look how flat he goes to his body. This is gonna be it, he's called it. That's it.
Krzysztof JOTKO!
Outside the UFC, undefeated in Europe. There's nothing he hasn't seen.
I moved to US after my first fight in the UFC. After like the 3rd fight in the UFC, I like so much here in Florida, the life and training, sparring partners, coaches, so I decided to stay here, and I'm here 8 years already. MMA for me is a lifestyle. I love the lifestyle. I love this, like I don't need to wake up 6 in the morning and go to the regular job. I have my schedule. I spend a lot of time here in my garden. That's why I live in Florida. The main reason is the beautiful weather here and sunny day.
The only negative we've had with Krzysztof Jotko in this promotion is the weight. And missing not once, but twice. And, you know, the second time, trying to make the weight, missing by 200 grams. They have to hit championship weight for this one. So Krzysztof Jotko has his own fight before this fight.
I was in a not good position in my life. I was in the process of divorce with my wife. It was very hard for me to prepare, but before my last fight, I'm already finished everything. So my life back to normal. The Jotko is back, you know?
Alle sagen, jeder nach so einem Bruch fast ein Jahr Pause. Also nicht ich.
Der Knochen braucht locker 4 bis 6 Wochen, bis er richtig verheilt ist. Ne? Und das heißt,
aber nächste Woche
wenn wir Glück haben, im Training kannst du schon schwerlos laufen, aber mit dem Schlagen musst du ein bisschen aufpassen. Ne?
If he gets to step in the cage for this fight, for the final, he will not just prove what type of man he is, what type of fighter he is, but he's defying the laws of science.
Ich konnte schon nach einer Woche meine Hände auf und zu machen, fast. Ich kann fast alles schon wieder machen mit meiner Hand.
I see Kerim ENGIZEK as a tough kid and kind of hard nature with a bit closed heart.
Ich wollte immer der Beste sein. Manche jammern schon für so Kleinigkeiten, wo andere sagen, oh, der Arme, der tut mir, wo sage ich, was für der tut dir leid? Was hat der denn? Der hat Eltern, der kriegt sein warmes Essen. Nur das ist für mich schon Luxus. Die Motivation, die ich heute habe, ist, ich gehe rein und dann blicke ich immer zurück in die Vergangenheit, sehe diesen kleinen Jungen, der nichts hatte. Das will ich nie wieder mehr. Ich habe das immer schon gesehen. Wo ich jetzt hier sitze, der wollte ich immer sein. Ich gehöre zu den Besten auf der Welt und das habe ich jetzt von Kampf zu Kampf gezeigt.
Even though he's the champion, not many people thought ENGIZEK would rise through the talent we've brought in for this season.
Dieses Distanzgefühl hatte ich nicht so gut. Aber ab Runde Zone wurde ich immer besser und dominanter.
Nice right hand. Final second. Kerim ENGIZEK!
Dann Mick Stanton hat mich ausgesucht. Er hat gesagt, ich will direkt den Champion. Er hat groß geredet. Hat jeden Tag mich beleidigt, aber ich habe mir gedacht, du kleiner warte, wenn ich dich sehe, ich hau dir deine kompletten Zähne raus.
Oh, look at that shot. Good defense from ENGIZEK off the cage. That's gonna be it! Oh, the champion continues that win streak.
We're gonna see.
Well, well, you. You will see. I fight a lot of better fighters than you.
Where? Where you fight?
Ich sehe diese Panik in seinen Augen. Er überspielt das, er macht auf cool. Ich sehe diese Panik und ich habe keine Angst vor niemandem.
And make your weight, brother. When you don't have 84 kilos, I don't fight with you.
Oh, my weight. Oh, it's the weight. He only have this on me, you know? He should to be scared, start to think about my skills, not about my weight. I heard it's good in your life. You have money, you have everything. I don't have money, I don't have nothing now. I have nothing to lose.
I come from a very poor family. I have nothing in my life. And I don't want to go back. And I can't lose this fight. Ich will das für mich, mir selber beweisen. Den kleinen Jungen das beweisen.
Turkish guy. This fight, so much money there on the table, bitch. I'm the hungry wolf. He is the wolf who have money.
Ich bin ein hungriger Löwe. Und der Löwe frisst den Wolf. Ich widme mich nur auf den jeden Tag seine Fresse, stelle ich mir vor. Ich sehe ihn jetzt schon, wie der vor mir steht. Wie ich die ganze Zeit am Bearbeiten, am Hauen bin. Mein Gameplan ist reingehen, hart hauen. Das ist mein Gameplan. Den brechen, mental brechen, körperlich brechen. Schönen Knockouts. Ich will ihn unbedingt K.O. schlagen.
Kerim ist schon seit über 10 Jahren umgeschlagen. Und wir haben auch nicht geplant, dass die Siegesserie reißt. Ich sehe nichts bei JOTKO, was Kerim Probleme machen kann.
Hier hat alles angefangen, mein ganzes Leben in Düsseldorf. Und hier wird die Geschichte enden. Also das Finale. Ich denke, so in 2-3 Wochen ist der Knochen wieder ganz komplett verheilt. Und danach kriegt JOTKO erstmal Titan.
I broke my hand 6 times. And I think 3 months after, my opinion, is not enough time. I heard about him. He's very arrogant and very mean guy. I'm gonna do everything in my power to humble his ass.
ENGIZEK should be afraid of Christoph. I don't know why he signed the contract. It's a death sentence.
I'm gonna come close, grab him, push him down, and put him on the panic. I show him the panic when he talk about me.
He has like great IQ too. He's an intelligent fighter.
He's gonna win a bunch of money, and it's gonna be life-changing, man. It's gonna be awesome for him and the gym.
I'm gonna be the new star in the Germany. You know, the Turkish, Germans, everybody love me.
Kerim ENGIZEK, the champion, fighting in his hometown. He's proven he belongs among the best, but will his body be ready?
Ich gehe da all in rein. Ich hole mir seinen Kopf. Und ich hole mir das Preisgeld. Dann mach ich so.
Krzysztof Jotko, behind the mask, is a man rebuilding his life and career. He's shown his world-class skills time and again. But does he still have what it takes?
I promise you guys I'm gonna sit on his ass and I'm gonna ground it on him and throw elbow from 12 to 6.
Düsseldorf jetzt, freue mich schon, wird explodieren. 17.01. knock ich ihn aus. Mit Ansage wird ausgemacht.
It's not just a final, it's a reckoning.
Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at OKTAGON.tv.
What happens when I make a weight? Start to be worried about my skills, my friend. Start to be worried. See you soon, boy.
Er soll gar nicht auf cool machen gleich. Ehrlich. Ich werde den Kampf gewinnen. Ich werde ihn sogar vorzeitig besiegen. Das mit Ankündigung.
Myslím si, že to bude vyrovnaný zápas a nech vyhrá ten lepší.
Začali máme naštudovaného, zobrať do nejakých hlbokých vôd a tam ho ukončiť.
Zajebeme go. What up? Krzysztof Jotko and Balingen ready for Kerim ENGIZEK. See this? What happens when I make a weight? Start to be worried about my skills, my friend. Start to be worried. See you soon, boy. Originally, finals was 28 December out in Prague. But we switch to ENGIZEK hometown in Düsseldorf. And I'm good with this. I don't care about this. If this is gonna help him, good for him.
Gibt Gas, auf jeden Fall. Ich denke schon, für ihn ist es ein wichtiger Kampf.
Kerim ist ja auch ein sehr, sehr, sehr starker Gegner, wo man nicht unterschätzen darf. Deswegen wird ein harter Kampf. Wir sind alle gespannt als Fans auf diesen Kampf und wir freuen uns. Wir können es kaum abwarten.
You can't even stop it.
I stopped him so many times already. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, when he was young, he choked me, but now,
Now I will stop
no
him.
way. It's too old. So when you check the ENGIZEK ranking, he never fight outside to Germany. Okay, he say he training with the Alex Pereira, Kamzat Chimaev, but training is not a fight. I feel on myself, I learned the most training with Johnny Eblin for 4 years. I was sparring with him, wrestling with him, fucking jiu-jitsu, everything, you know what I mean? Sparring is not a fight. So, this is what I say. Ah, k***a! Zajebmy go! They do everything. He's a tournament.
So wartest du heute?
Ist gleich Schlägerei hier, wusste. Komm, wir boxen uns jetzt direkt hier. Sobald er mir ein bisschen zu frech wird, kriegt er seine Antwort. Aber wenn er die Grenze überschreitet, klatschen der kriegt. Er soll rechnen, dass ich den gleich den Kiefer raushaue, wenn er frech wird. Der soll gar nicht auf cool machen gleich. Ehrlich. Deswegen soll er mit Respekt gleich mir gegenüberkommen. Ich würde dir das auch gleich persönlich sagen. Mach deine Spielchen, mach dein Dings und so, überschreite keine Grenze. Und ansonsten fick ich dich, ganz einfach.
So welcome everyone to our face-to-face. It's a big one, so they're brought in the big guns to control the situation.
My house is not mad of this bullshit, but I just like, you want to talk. But don't talk every time we talk about my weight. Okay, I know, I don't make the weight. You don't need to tell me this for 20 times. So let's talk about my skills and get worried about my skills, not about my weight. I promise you. I'm stop eat too much, the kebab, I'm gonna make the weight. I'm gonna be nice if he give me nice energy. If he gonna be rude to me, I'm gonna be rude back, you know? I just match his energy. I heard it's good in your life. You have money, you have everything. I don't have money, I don't have nothing now. I have nothing to lose.
I come from a very poor family. I have nothing in my life. I don't want to go back, and I can't lose this fight.
I never lose in Europe yet, so you have a chance.
Yes, will be
you
the
have
first
a
time.
chance.
I will give more than Hamburger.
I need to finish my legacy with the belt, and then I finish my career. I wait for the big dog.
Okay, perfect, guys. I think if we can get up, we're going to have a face-off, so we'll move the table out of the way to come together. Game changer finale.
Tips for life change.
Life changer.
Ich werde den Kampf machen, ich werde den Kampf gewinnen, ich werde ihn sogar vorzeitig besiegen. Das mit Ankündigung.
OK, takže piatok po obede, dneska už mám kľud, nemám žiadny tréning, tak som sa rozhodol, že si pôjdem trošku zastrieľať, nakoľko je to v posledných pár mesiacoch moja veľmi obľúbená činnosť. Bohom požehnaný piatok sa praje. Čauko. Už si nachystaný.
Hej.
Všetko oddychnuté. Cítiš ten testosterón? Vo vzduchu. To je ono, to potrebuješ. Strašne som sa na to namotal, ja som mal vždycky rád zbrane. Mám tu možnosť, tak si vlastne robím aj zbrojný preukaz. A ide sa do toho, no. Je to taká vášeň nová.
Nabiješ si to ako doma, kontroluješ, dorazíš zásobník, dorazíš záver. Je to akože OK, som strel jeden akurát ti tak troška ušiel, ale je to fajn.
Nepovedal by som, že som nejak veľa zmenil toho v príprave alebo v celkovom prístupe. Len som začal viac veriť možno sám sebe. Veľakrát som bol taký, že som ten zápas prehral sám tým, že som čakal, alebo snažil som sa hľadať kontry iba, ale teraz diktujem si to tempo a oveľa viacej mi to sedí. Čo sa týče nemeckých fanúšikov, tak cítim extrémnu podporu, ať už je to na sociálnych sietich, alebo aj v samotných halách. Som za to extrémne vďačný. Tento zápas som zobral, dá sa povedať, ako short notice, bolo to nejaký mesiac a pol pred. Ako keby ja si nemyslím, že je až na takej úrovni, že by som tým niečo riskoval. Myslím si, že to bude vyrovnaný zápas a nech vyhrá ten lepšie.
Ich in Köln ausgebuht worden bin. In erster Linie dachte ich mir so, okay. Aber im zweiten Moment habe ich mir einfach nur gedacht, die heute da waren, die haben auch Geld dafür bezahlt, mich zu sehen. Ich habe letztes Jahr wirklich gelernt, mich nicht mehr auf die negativen Sachen zu konzentrieren.
Und Bewegung, ja, genau.
Ja, mein Papa ist nicht nur mein Trainer, nicht nur meine engste Bezugsperson der Familie. Wir sehen uns jeden Tag, wir sind beste Freunde. Jetzt, wo ich selber Papa bin, ist es natürlich anders. Ich verstehe vieles. Ich weiß, warum er damals so gedacht hat, warum er damals so reagiert hat. Er hat immer gesagt, warte ab, wenn du irgendwann mal selber Kinder hast, dann wirst du sehen, warum ich manche Dinge so gesagt und reagiert habe.
Also Dennis hat ja wirklich in jungen Jahren angefangen. Ich war ja selber Thai-Box-Europameister und mehrfacher deutscher Meister Kickboxen. Wir sind so familiär eigentlich so mit meiner Frau, mit meiner Schwester, mit allem drum und dran sind wir in diesem Kampfsport eingebunden. Und das ist ja einfach ein Familienbetrieb und mir macht Spaß.
Alles Familie hier. Kleiner Cousin, großer Cousin, Schwester, Sohn.
Da ist die Schwester, siehst du, guck mal, wie der Baller an der Platze da. In Düsseldorf wollen wir zeigen, dass wir zu den Besten gehören. Wir wollen den Gürtel haben, ganz einfach. Wir wollen Champion werden und bis dahin werden wir uns hocharbeiten. Ja, komm, hier, hopp, hopp, hier. Da bei uns fängt das mit dem Kleinen hier an, guck mal hier. Hopp, jetzt aber, eins, und hier, und drei, eins, drei, und
Xavi ist ein erfahrener Mann. Er ist, glaube ich, 3 Jahre älter als ich und hat, glaube ich, 40 Kämpfe schon. Wir sind bestens darauf eingestellt. Sein Gameplan kann sein, dass er sich doch umentscheidet und mit mir im Stand bleibt. Kann sein, dass wir den Kampf auf den Boden verlagern. Uns ist es egal, wir sind auf alles vorbereitet.
Chceš tu kameru navždy?
Áno.
No poď, Gregoriče.
Tak musíš začínať ako kúpiť.
Gregorík, poď. O toto pozrieš. Kde mám syna? Môže on so všetkými vyprávať.
Vampír ťa slíhal.
Povie aj, čo neví.
Nech sa páči, rezní.
A moja reakcia, keď mi ponúkli Denisa Ľubaja, bola veľmi pozitívna, lebo ja už som aj tak dávnejšie rozmýšľal nad tým, že by som s ním zápas chcel, lebo sa mi páči jeho štýl. Naozaj som po 2 nepodarených zápasoch, cítim sa dobre a je to taká moja vstupenka naspäť. Pedriškovi dobrú ruku, trénerko.
Dobrú ruku, trénerko.
Dobrú pre tebe, Gregorko. Má tam nejakú kontrolu, čo dokáže prežívať z toho.
Tak to je prvé kolo, vieš, že teraz...
On je proste dominantný v tom strikingu, tie ruky má dobré.
To mi pustí. Nemôže si toto podelať.
Musíme, láska, lebo študujeme supera, vieš, z posledného zápasu. Denisa Ľubaja máme naštudovaného. Musíme sa tvrdo pripraviť a vlastne prekaziť mu jeho štýl. Zobrať už nejakých hlbokých vôd a tam ho ukončiť. A najlepšie predčasne.
Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at OKTAGON.tv. Dusseldorf is set to witness the grand finale of the last Tip Sport Game Changer season. The European MMA Champions League is ready to crown its next king. ENGIZEK, the middleweight king who hasn't tasted defeat in nearly 11 years, faces his final hurdle. On home turf, he meets JOTKO, a UFC veteran and strategic genius who has been a staple of the European elite for a decade. Now he aims to take down the OKTAGON champion. A spectacular showdown for the ultimate prestige and a €300,000 prize. The undefeated Johnny Palakai is climbing towards the top of the featherweight division with a 5-fight win streak and a number 5 division ranking. Standing in his way is the talented Englishman James Hendon, who is confident he'll be the first to stop Palakai inside the octagon cage. Former boxing champion and elite striker Denis Ilbai takes on the Slovak veteran and octagon challenge winner Karol Ryszard. Both men are hungry to return to their winning days, but only one of them can come out victorious. Tamerlan Dulatov faces the biggest challenge of his career. In front of his home crowd, he squares off against Stefan Koncha, the Serbian butcher who holds 4 wins and 4 finishes. Dulatov, however, has finished every opponent within the first 3 minutes. Don't blink, this fight could end in an instant. The return of the Ukrainian giant. Yevgeny Orlov, the Olympic wrestler, unbeaten for 6 years, makes his octagon comeback. He faces seasoned German striker Marc Ducis, who's fighting to snap a 3-fight losing streak and to get back on track. The Tip Sport Game Changer reserve bout. Czech phenom Daniel Ligotsky meets German legend David Zawada. With both fighters known for hunting the finish, this matchup is guaranteed fireworks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 82, ENGIZEK versus JOTKO. Buy your pay-per-view at octagon.tv and see the action from the front row.
Herzlich willkommen, hello and welcome, krásný dobrý večer. My name is Ondřej, this is Brian Lacey, English voice of Octagon. Hello Brian.
Happy New Year, Ondřej.
And this is Pascal, German voice of Octagon.
Thanks, Ondřej. Und natürlich auch herzlich willkommen, Düsseldorf. Seid ihr bereit für Octagon 82?
At least Pascal is enjoying this tournament. But we are more than happy to be back after 12 months and for our 10th anniversary, because this is going to be a special season. We got 10 years this year and it's going to be unbelievable. Actually, it's already unbelievable right now because we already sell more than 80,000 tickets for this year. PSD Down Bank in Düsseldorf is sold out. Stuttgart is sold out. For Frankfurt is for stadium already sold 20,000 tickets. In Hamburg, we just leave 3,000 tickets. The same in Ostrava, same in Liberec. So it's unbelievable, but it's going to be more unbelievable that after 12 months of Tip Sport Game Changer, we are here where it all begins, and we are here back in PSD Boeing Arena where it all will find the winner.
Yeah, where it all began as well. This was the place where the whole tournament last year, season 3 of the Tip Sport Game Changer began, and all the speculation is over now. Will ENGIZEK's hands be okay? He's made it. Will JOTKO made weight? He made it. So tonight we have the true finale. That €300,000 will be claimed, and one of those guys will carve their name in history.
It's unbelievable. So who you got on your card? It's going to be Kerim, who fought in 12 months 4 times, or Jotko, who fought only in 8 months 4 times.
So there's two different styles clashing. We have Kerim, the great boxer with knockout power, and on the other side you have Jotko, veteran of the sport, so many fights at the highest level, very great wrestling and cage control. And I have to say, I believe Jotko will control the fight at the cage and win by decision.
Maybe I'm the only guy between these 3 guys who believe in Kerim ENGIZEK, I have to say, because Kerim showed us his heart. He won against Stanton in unbelievable way, because everyone was thinking that this is going to be a problem for him on the ground, and he showed us what he is capable. And then he showed us his big heart and also calmness in a semi-final where he was almost there when he almost fall, but he find a way for a win, and he will find it also today, in my eyes.
Yeah, you look at his mindset. And I think that is what also sets him above any other athlete we've got in the promotion. Most guys that would happen to, they would take the 3 months, the surgery, recover. No second during this break did he ever believe that he would not make the walk today, that he would not be here in the PSD Bank Dome Arena. So that, for me, that is what makes this exciting. Will the mind over matter deliver us a champion here in Düsseldorf?
But yeah, if not for this event and this final of the tournament, for what would you do it? So this is the biggest thing in Europe for MMA. Of course, if there's a way to make it happen, you make it happen, and he did.
Definitely, it's going to be unbelievable. We got plenty of local fighters, Zenuni, Ilbay, Tamerlan Dulatov will fight, Mark Dusis and many others, but it will be everything goes to the big final for 300,000 euro, and this arena is filled by Kerim ENGIZEK's fan, and it's gonna be unbelievable. So Jotko needs to beat not just Kerim, but also this arena. So we will see how it's gonna be, and we can start Octagon 82 right now. We are ready for our first tournament in this year. Welcome.
Welcome indeed. 2026 is here. And as you heard from Andre Novotny there, we have already sold out 80,000 plus tickets across so many different stadiums. We are sold out tonight here at the PSD Dome in Düsseldorf, along with Stuttgart coming up in a couple of weeks. The reception we have got in Germany is incredible, and it does not change moving into 2026, Brian.
Yeah, listen to those ticket sales, Luke Barnett. Unbelievable. No one else in Germany, in Europe. I mean, look at the numbers already for the stadium show. 20,000 tickets already gone. In January alone, we will see this event and Stuttgart, which will give us 30,000 fans. And what a night we have ahead of us here in the PSD Bank Dome. Before we kick off, Luke Barnett, give us the rules of the Octagon cage.
Mixed martial arts is a fight that takes place in a cage in the shape of a circle known as the Octagon. Standing up techniques will be utilized, such as boxing, Thai boxing, karate, taekwondo, and many others. When the fight continues to the ground, the contestants will utilize Brazilian jiu-jitsu, grappling, sambo, and anything they can on the ground. Fights are contested over 3 5-minute rounds, apart from any title fights. And tonight in our main event, we have 5 rounds as well to decide the Tipsport Game Changer champion. And the fight can be decided by knockout, TKO, submission, or points if we go to the judges. The deciding factors for the judges are aggression and effective striking. Damage is number 1. Looking to finish the fight. The person who is trying to get the fight done, they are the one that will win the round in the eyes of the judges. Obviously, we have open scoring here as well, so we'll see it in between each round. Aggression to fight, finish the fight, and control the Octagon real estate, the most important thing. We have all elbows now allowed. The 12-6 downward elbow hook was revoked back a year ago now, so you should be used to the rule set, and the downed opponent is the biggest change as well. You have to have 3 points of contact on the ground. It doesn't matter about your hands, it's more about the lower body, a foot, a hip, a knee, anything like that. So now we have the rules finished. We are waiting to get ready and get done here, Brian.
So for the first time in 2026, we welcome you live to the broadcast position. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside the big slow himself, Luke Barnett. Welcome, Luke. What a way to kick off 2026.
What a way to kick it off. And like we just heard in the introduction, OKTAGON going crazy across Germany and already sold out. I think you said it's over 50,000 tickets in Germany sold out across 3 events. This one sold out. Stuttgart in 2 weeks sold out. And then the big one, 20,000 down already.
And we've got a big night ahead of us. The Tip Sport Game Changer finale. Of course, we'll be looking at that JOTKO versus ENGIZEK. The speculation is over. The co-main event, though, Luke, I'm going to throw this to you right now. Hendon versus Palakai. I think it's number 6 versus number 4 in the division. They're both looking to earn that spot to fight the winner of the next tournament, the featherweight title, Machaev and Samsonidze. It's a beautiful bit of matchmaking.
A beautiful bit of matchmaking, and both very, very well-rounded, tough individuals, and it's going to come down to a battle of inches. Both coming out here with something to prove, which is what makes it really interesting as well in the co-main event. A lot of decisions have happened between the two. I think we need a finish in that co-main event to make a real statement. Here we have our undercard.
Yeah, we are set and ready for 6 fights to kick us off into 2026. Sadiković making his debut here against Malapo. Sadiković, multiple-time champion in kickboxing, now making the move to MMA. Amir Chan, one of the local fighters, the first of the local fighters, will take on the submission machine, Shebek. Then Zenuni versus Tuzus, what a fight that is. Siganik will welcome Adorf to the OKTAGON sphere. And then Bartel versus Onizchuk, the middleweight contest that Bartel actually asked for. He wanted this fight. He has got it. Then our feature about the preliminary card, we'll see Samuel Bark versus Zafar Mohsen. There were some words said at the press conference. Samuel Bark said, I will slaughter this guy. I'm going to prove that number 6 spot. I am deserving of it, and I am deserving to be looked at in title contention very, very soon. So, here we go. First fight of the night, Arijan Sadiković, representing Germany, takes on Jixi Malapo, the general himself, looking for his 2nd win in the OKTAGON cage. His first win came in the backyard of Sadiković, back in Hanover. He took out Finn Griezmann, but Sadiković coming in here with a storied career in kickboxing. 1-0 in MMA, looking to make it 2-0 here, live in Dusseldorf tonight at OKTAGON 82.
Arijan Game Over Sadiković is one of the toughest stand-up fighters to ever step inside the OKTAGON cage. He has over 40 fights in the ring under his belt. He won most of those fights, and 18 of those wins came by way of knockout. In kickboxing, he's already defeated the legendary Nicky Hodson. His dreaded punches were on full display in his MMA debut, when he finished the fight in the first round by TKO. Speed, technique, and hard punches. Sadiković has everything he needs to stun his opponents, and he'll want to prove it in Dusseldorf, where he'll go up against the firepower of Jixi Malapo. The former rugby player's explosiveness is a major weapon inside the cage. And he also has the Czech Championship title on his record. He gained valuable experience in the ring, which he hopes will serve him well when he faces off against an elite striker inside the cage. Malapo has already been victorious inside the OKTAGON cage. He accepted a fight in Hanover on short notice, but the big risk paid off, and he defeated Griezmann in 3 brutal rounds. Now, with a full camp behind him, he wants to show what he's really capable of.
Let's welcome now Jixi, the General Malapo, fighting out of Prague by way of South Africa. This man is a pure athlete. You look at his career before fighting. He represented South Africa in the Junior Olympics, got a gold medal in that, then moved over to Europe, came to Czech Republic, came to Prague, found a passion in combat sports, started off with kickboxing, had a pretty good run in that, had an amateur record of 13-3 as well in MMA, claimed the Czech National Championship, and then a call came last year, Luke, on short notice to step into the biggest promotion in Europe, to step into the OKTAGON cage and take on Finn Griezmann. He absolutely took it in his stride. I mean, it was short notice. You could see both fighters were very tired by the end of round 2 going into round 3. But Malapo used and imposed his physical side. Really did dominate it when it came to the strength factor in that fight and took that first victory. So has experience of having his hand raised in this cage already.
Yeah, Malapo, an incredible athlete, a long time athletic career as well, coming from the rugby background. And I feel like he had to dig really, really deep in that performance and show that athleticism. Sometimes can be a little bit of a slow starter and has got a lot to deal with tonight. You know, coming in here, taking on such a dangerous striker. It's going to be interesting to see how he mentally prepares for that. And if he comes out athletic and excited to try and get this down to the ground, which I believe is what he needs to do early on. He needs to make sure his strength and his power and his size is known, and just to slow this fight down. If he allows it to be on the feet and moving around, it could be a tough night for him.
What I will say is that there has been an air of confidence about him around the hotel, because they both started in kickboxing, but it's night and day as far as the careers they had in that sport when you look at Sadiković and all he achieved. But Malapo, his team believe he is a more well-rounded mixed martial artist, and that's the aim, to show that and put that on show here in Düsseldorf. Making his walk towards the octagon cage. For the first time, a delayed debut was supposed to debut back in Hanover. He was supposed to fight Jixi Malapo back then. Then Finn Griezmann had to step in on short notice to take on Malapo. But this man and his striking accolades are something to behold. He's been with Fight School Hanover for over a decade now. During that time, he's amounted a kickboxing record of 38-5. He's fought in glory. He's fought for the title in one which was a close decision loss. And he also holds a win over Nicky Holton. And if you know kickboxing, that is one hell of a scalp to have on your resume. But now, he said, I've moved to MMA because I believe the place in combat sports where you can leave a true legacy, where people can see you as a true fighter, is mixed martial arts. And coming out of that Fight School Hanover, you look at Palakai up the card that's still doing great things. Holzer, Hugo Vac in his last fight. So many great fighters. He is in a great spot, and tonight he wants to show that he belongs in this world of MMA.
And that's the thing, when we see strikers move into the sport of mixed martial arts, it happens so often they kind of underestimate the task. But when you're surrounded by such talent and such depth in your gym, you get a real feeling of what you need and what is necessary to perform inside the octagon cage. And that's where we see successful conversions come from, when they're surrounded by the right people, they have the right mentality, and they try and grow as mixed martial artists and not just come in here and beat strikers inside an MMA fight. So I feel like he has those dimensions to him. He's got to prove them tonight on his debut here in front of a sold-out arena, a lot of pressure on the line. As he stated, MMA is a very different sport to kickboxing.
Yeah, and looking to make the debut tonight, he spoke openly about struggling with being at the bottom of the pecking order when he moved into MMA from kickboxing. But he said his team, and David Palakai in particular, have helped guide him through this transition. Here we see the tail of the tape, 31 versus 31, slight height and reach advantage for the General Malapo. You look at the records there, 2-1 for Malapo, but 1-0, and the tip sport odds heavily favouring game over Arijan Sadiković. This, our YouTube free prelim. This kicks us off for 2026 and Octagon 82. For the first time in 2026, let's hand it to the man himself, Mr. Andrej Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, welcome here in Düsseldorf, sold-out arena, our first event for 2026, Octagon 82, and we are ready to start. 3 5-minute rounds, catchweight bout, and this is your referee, Václav Přibyl. Let me introduce you, both fighters, and we'll start in the blue corner. He's 31 years old, stands 187 centimeters tall, weighed in 78.3. Represents Hanuman Gym Prague. Coaches in his corner are Pavel Stanko, Petr Macháček, and Ondřej Jalovicor. He has a professional record of 3 fights, 2 wins, 1 finish, and 1 loss. Fighting out of South Africa and Czech Republic. Jixi, the General Malapo! Across the cage in the red corner, 31 years old. Stands 181 centimeters tall, weighed in 77.9, represents Fight School Hanover. Coaches in his corner are David Palokai and Sead Beczerovic. He has a professional record of 1 fight, 1 win, and 1 finish. Representing Network Cup team Tip Sport and fighting out of Bosnia, Arijan, game over, Sadiković.
Fighters, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Follow my instruction. If you won't touch gloves, go back to your corners. Good luck.
Václav Přibyl will take charge of this catchweight bout, set at 78.5 kilos. Slightly intense stare down from both guys, but agreeing to touch gloves before the start of the bout. Malapo Black and white shorts, blue corner, taking on Sadiković. Black shorts, red corner, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett. 2026 is underway.
One of the things we see with Sadiković, who's meant to be the better striker or has the better record, is he's short and he's stocky. He makes him very difficult to take down. So I feel like there's going to have to be some striking from Malapo as he comes charging forward here to try and open up those takedowns if he wants to take it there, or maybe he's going to try his skills on the feet as he looks, oh no, straight away looking for that takedown. It's going to be very difficult to do that against a shorter opponent.
Did you see the little sidestep as well, the pivot on that rear leg from Sadiković? And again, so comfortable in combat, but MMA is a very different sport, and he knows what people are going to try and do to him. They're not going to want to stand with him, they're going to want to get him to the mat.
And he even managed to get in close on the hips there, and like we said, Malapo's very powerful and athletic. Look at the size difference between these two. If he can get this to the ground, it will be interesting. Sadiković so direct with those kicks, short. Nice left hand land.
Nice, straight through there. And Malapo he's got an energy about him all the way through fight week. It's been
Here we see a very good attempt there as well, a very athletic attempt, but Sadiković didn't even move. Very, very solid base, good lower body strength. You could see that in that exchange, and those leg kicks
and
are
those
nasty.
leg kicks are nasty. And again, over 40 fights at high-level kickboxing.
That left hand's making its way through though at the moment, Brian.
Yeah.
Sadiković needs to earn the respect on the feet a little bit. Trying to stalk, trying to wait. Wait, another left hand lands. And again with these little gloves, anything could happen.
And it is a difference. When you talk to other boxers, kickboxers that come into this sport, just the size of the gloves, your guard being so different, those openings being there, it takes some getting used to, right?
Definitely. A couple of low blows come from Malapo with those kicks, though. The long limbs causing a lot of issues. That left hand like a rocket.
Solid chin, though.
Oh, and catches the kick there as well. Malapo doing some great things so far. And now looking for this takedown, driving. Great balance on display at the moment, though, from Sadiković, but this really going for this now is Malapo. If he can't get this, it's going to be interesting.
And one of the specialities of Fight School Hanover, they talk about it openly, is the cage wrestling.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, offensively and defensively, and you can see the fruits of that.
And you can almost see the fear as well in the eyes from Malapo when that happened. But he's having a lot of success on the feet. I'm surprised with the success on the feet, and I'm impressed with the defense.
He got caught with a little, I think it was a right hand, and I think that kind of, oh, these are big elbows as well.
But that's going to give up the takedown maybe, and does so. Sadiković now needs to build himself back up. Good hook. And again, the long limbs of Malapo make him difficult to deal with here. Tries to stand up.
He split his elbow on that as well. There's a cut on the elbow from
I feel like
Sadiković.
that's grinding up against the fence somehow. But looks very calm here, does Sadiković, doing all the right things. Although Malapo kind of bullying him at the moment and having the, the better opportunities and really trying to finish this fight and put the pressure on. Looks very, very calm.
And Sadiković has talked about making the move from welterweight, from welterweight down to lightweight. And Malapo is a genuine welterweight.
Very powerful, but amazing hit so far from Sadiković. Gets taken down, needs to be careful with his back here. Searching for that fence, but has one hook in now. Does Malapo. Surprised he didn't get in the second there. That was a great opening from him, especially getting the takedown in the middle of the cage. Beautiful work from Sadiković. And the combination of his takedown defense on the cage, the amount of times he's managed to get back up to his feet, and the dangerous hands that he has. You can tell Sadiković is a bit of a prospect. You can understand why there's so much hype around him.
Oh.
A bit of an illegal knee, maybe.
I'm not sure if it was.
The drive off of Malapo, so good.
And again, you look at that rugby background, right? It's not a big spot over here in the Czech Republic, Germany. And
This will hurt him, though.
Oh.
That elbow hurt. Poke in the eye, maybe. Referee getting away from his corner between his medical timeout.
And another difference between kickboxing and MMA with the open fingers, Luke. The accidental eye pokes, they are something you got to deal with.
I'm impressed with Sadiković. I'm impressed with how calm he is. I'm impressed with how he's dealing with the takedowns, because I didn't think Malapo would get as many opportunities as he has from the movement side. But we haven't seen much of his striking yet. He's not really opened up. Now
he's putting it on the front foot. Oh!
Nice head kick.
Oh, nice there, ducks that right hand. Turning up the heat now is Arijan Sadiković.
I think the confidence is building because he's felt the power from Malapo, he's felt the takedown attempts, he's felt him almost on the ground a little bit as well, and he's dealt with it all very, very well. So now he's opening up on the feet. And again, dealing with that southpaw stance, got to step to his left and throw that right hand. Because that central line at the moment, Malapo's found it with that left hand. Here's that 10-second clack up.
Oh, yeah. Great start.
Good first round. I mean, for me, Malapo, the one trying to get the fight done, landed several left hands and looking for takedowns. Going to be interesting to see how the judges have this. But from a technical standpoint, and if I was in the corners of both these guys, Sadiković is doing a fantastic job. He has dealt with all the problems, dealt with them well. I feel like Malapo is going to struggle more and more and more to get the takedowns. If he can get in the right range, I think Ariane can have a fantastic second round.
Well, the momentum certainly seemed to be moving that way towards the end of that one. Malapo did well, had some moments as well. Let's take a look at the highlights now. Talk us through some of these, Luke.
And that left hand found its home a few times through the center. I was very surprised with that. The low kicks played a big, big part for Sadiković. Very, very stern. There's another one of those left hands, but both landing at the same time there, though. And we saw Sadiković open up a little bit towards the end of that first round. I'm intrigued to see what the judges say, because I'm a little bit torn.
There we go, it's a mixed bag.
And it is a mixed bag as well. Sadiković getting one.
Yeah, 2 have it for Malapo, 1. Judge number 2 has it for Ariane Sadiković.
I would agree with that. I feel like Malapo done a lot of work in that first round. I don't know if he can keep that intention so high moving through this fight now as Sadiković opens up a little bit.
Yeah, we move into round number 2. Malapo in the blue corner, Sadiković in the red. Oh, that's hurt him. Oh, that lead leg is in trouble, Luke. That lead leg is in trouble. He couldn't hide the pain there. Oh,
nice left hook.
Left hand as well. Oh, Sadiković turning on the heat early in round 2. The general in trouble. The general in trouble. He's done. Wow. Ariane Sadiković, welcome to OKTAGON.
That's more what was expected from him coming out. How he caught that leg and he rushed him down with the hook. But it took him a round to settle into the, you know, it's a big stage. Sold out arena, big moment for him. He was upset about being in the opening fight. Now getting a response from the crowd. But that shows his potential. For me, I was extremely impressed with his first round. Dealt with a lot of issues that Malapo brought to him. Great debut, Brian.
And so many questions answered there, right? Looking at his evolution coming into this. But those two, David Palakai and Ariane Sadiković, what David Palakai is building in Fight School Hanover is something remarkable. Everybody, when we came to Germany, was talking about MMA spirit. They were talking about, you know, Spitfire Gym in Berlin. Fight School Hanover in 12 months, 24 months, have put themselves on the map with potential champions and most of the weight classes now.
And I mean, the other thing that you get for Ariane is an exciting finisher. Comes out here, looks to cause pain, and has that intention about him. As soon as he threw that one low kick and it hurt, he switched it up and he chased him down and he went for that finish. They're the sort of fighters we want here at OKTAGON.
Yeah, and we return to Hanover later in the year for sure.
Here we see that low kick that started it all off. And Malapo tried to regain some confidence, but this leg kick getting caught. He then flew in with that left hook. Timed it perfectly as he got back up to his feet, and that was the big shot that really hurt him. And the rest was more just a follow-up. But was intelligent here as well, because he pushed him over, and he didn't quite see it there, but he pushed him off balance at one point instead of just throwing shots. And he found the right mark rather than hitting the back of the head as well. Maybe a couple hit the back of the head, but he was searching. He wasn't, you know, he was only hitting the back of the head because of Malapo shying away. Stats don't really matter anymore, but the big stat for me was 2 takedowns in the first round. Couldn't convert them, couldn't do anything with them. Ariane Sadiković found his way back up to his feet, makes him a dangerous prospect with that talent.
There we go, so 1 round in the books, 1 finish on the cards, and the first victory inside the OKTAGON cage for this man. Let's hand it now to Ondrej Novotny to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 38 seconds in the second round, the winner by TKO, game over, Arjan Sadiković.
Arjan.
Arjan,
komm mal bitte zu mir fürs Post-Fight-Interview.
come here for the interview after your
Du hast
fight.
deinem Nickname Game Over alle Ehre
You
gemacht.
did
Wie fühlt
actually
sich das
show
an,
that
hier
you
zum
are
ersten
a
Mal bei
true game
Octagon im
over. How
Käfig
did
zu
it feel
stehen?
to be here for the first time in the Octagon cage?
Geiles Event. Ich hoffe,
Guys,
wir konnten das gut
people, this
aufmachen
was
jetzt.
an
Und es werden
amazing
noch ein paar geile
fight.
Kämpfe folgen.
I
Vor
hope
allem
it's
von
gonna
Johnny,
keep
unserem
going
Mann.
like this. I hope that more fights
Also, du
await
hast es
me,
wunderschön
and
mit
not
den Kicks
only me, but also
vorbereitet,
Johnny
ihm
and
unten
other
die
colleagues.
Basis genommen und dann
He showed
oben
really
eben
great kicks,
gefinisht.
especially
Was
lower
hättest
there.
du gerne als nächstes?
What
Wann
would you
würdest du
like
gerne
to
wieder
do
im Käfig
next?
stehen?
When would you like to be
Ich
back
will
in the
so schnell
cage?
wie möglich kämpfen.
I
Ich
want
hab
to fight as soon
über
as
ein Jahr nicht
possible.
gekämpft, hat man wahrscheinlich gesehen in der ersten Runde.
I haven't
Ich hab
fought
noch nicht
in
diese
over a
Schwerpunkt
year,
bisschen
and I
den
think
Ring
you
abschütteln.
were able to see that in the
Ich würd
first
sagen,
round.
spätestens in Hannover.
I had to get used to the
Und,
dance
den
of
Rest
being
will
in
ich
the
mit meinem
cage.
Coach
I want to be
besprechen.
back in Hanover
Gegner.
at the latest.
Ich habe jemanden.
And as far
Ich
as
will
any
jetzt,
opponents,
aber auf,
I
wirklich
do have
mit
someone in
größtem
mind.
Respekt. Will jetzt auch
I
keine
would like to
großartigen
challenge him with
Herausforderungen
the
hier auf jemanden
utmost
schießen.
respect.
Aber wenn ich gegen jemanden kämpfen
I don't want
wollen
this
würde
to
in
be
meinem
a
Gewicht,
huge
wäre das der König von
challenge.
Deutschland.
I want the king
ja.
of Germany,
Eckerli.
if I could choose.
Okay,
Christian
also
Eckerling.
da wird gleich ganz weit oben angefangen.
Okay, so you want
Wer
to
weiß,
really
vielleicht
go
wäre
up
das ein
there.
Kampf, den wir in der Zukunft irgendwann sehen
So
können. Wir würden
we
uns aber
hope
auf
that we
jeden
will
Fall
see you
freuen, dich
soon
in
in
Hannover
cage,
bei
but
Octagon wieder
definitely,
im Käfig zu
hopefully
sehen.
in Hanover back here in this
Arjan,
cage.
game over,
Arjan, game over,
Sadiković.
Sadiković.
There we have it. Shooting his shot, Luke, shooting his shot. I don't know if you remember, but when Malapo won his fight, he called that David Cosma. So maybe it's something.
Shooting shots for sure. I mean, he didn't do it the most convincing way. If it's okay, if I may, I'd like to respectfully, Christian Eckerling. Okay, we'll see what happens. But
listen, I think there's
what
a way to
performance
go,
anyway. There's a way to go, but very, very good debut from him.
A good debut indeed. And next up we have Alves to Shebek. This is a very, very big fight. Little side note for you there on this one. Amir Chan Al has only fought Slovak fighters. This will be his 5th as a professional. Unbelievable stuff. So set and ready we are. But before that, let's take a look at what is coming up later this year.
Of dreams, challenges, and beliefs. Together, we've turned nights into memories and memories into history. You built this with us. This is your story.
Tolle Fight Cards, crazy Kämpfer, gute Experience.
Wir lieben Octagon, weil es ein geiles Event ist.
Now we return to where it all changed. To Frankfurt Stadium. To celebrate what we all love. The atmosphere that only this stadium can create. The show. Those moments when the whole stadium becomes one.
One and only, and you, King of Germany.
Come experience this milestone with us.
Das Eintracht-Event wird das Beste.
Wir werden auf jeden Fall wieder auf das Event gehen.
Be part of history again. Be part of the biggest comeback ever.
There you have it, September 26th. We will be back in the Deutsche Bank Park in Frankfurt already, as announced by Andrei Novotny at the start of the show. 20,000 tickets gone. Just 30,000 to sell between now and then, Luke. That stadium was something special, right?
Incredible stuff, incredible stadium. Sold out last time. I'm sure it'll be sold out again. September 26th, get it in the diary. This fight up next, though, right for us now, Brian.
Yeah, look at this. The Turkish bull making his appearance yet again inside the cage. 2-2, both wins by way of knockout, but taking on Shebek who also has 2 wins, but his both by rear naked choke. This fight coming up next, Slovakia versus Germany. Talented Slovak warrior Patrik Šebák is about to make his debut appearance for OKTAGON fans. He was highly successful on the amateur circuit and boasts the scalp of Lukáš Eliáš to prove it. He entered the professional scene last year and already boasts 2 wins before the limit on his record. But the Turkish bull Amir Can Al will want to wipe the smile off Šebák's face as quickly as possible. The representative of the local UFD gym has 4 OKTAGON fights under his belt, and so far he's been the executioner of talented Slovak fighters. In his past fights, he took on Votova and Kovac, crushing both of them in the very first round. Al and Šebák both became champions on the amateur scene, and now they're expected to achieve huge greatness in the professional cage. Both fighters want to earn a title as a pro, but they'll have to establish themselves among the European elite first. However, in Düsseldorf, only one of them can take one step closer to achieving this goal. What a moment for this young man, just 23 years of age from Slovakia. Patrik Šebák, so much hype behind him as well. You look at his amateur record, Luke, 30-5, multiple time Slovakian champion. He's got wins over the likes of Lukáš Eliáš, as said in the VT, and Lukáš Eliáš beat Amir Can Al. Everybody I talk to about this kid says he's got not just, you know, the dedication, the discipline for this sport, but a natural, you know, taking to it, and particularly in the grappling realms. They describe him like a spider. When he gets you on the mat, he can find the way to the back, and that's coming from veterans like Pukac, Fodor, Bartolo, Ronnie Paradisa. That is some, you know,